Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Devil Jin. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. You win. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Great. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Challenger. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Perfect. Round 4. Fight. Ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Get ready for the next battle. Round one.
Enjoy the stream, guys.
KO. Round two. Fight. Time up. Round three. Fight. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
力を持っているのか。
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. KO. You win.
Oh, I see you doing this.
New challenger.
I'll say it louder with my fist. I'm the attitude adjuster. Let's see if it's tough enough to pick up all that stuff y'all lost the buckle. These knuckles touch. Hey, don't get fooled by the way. Don't care what nobody say. Stand in my way, that's where you're lay. I don't play, no. You gotta get this one. 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 Your ego's about to get this one. All your actions won't miss. And I know my now I know what I must do. Fight for the greater good. But even up the score.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Those missteps are scary. Missed steps? My wave dash?
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah. It's like minions.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Thanks.
KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. KO. Final round.
What happened to Devil Jin's damage? Why does actual Jin's moves and combos do more damage?
KO. Get ready for the next battle.
Devil Jin damage comes with great execution.
Round 1. Fight.
Hence why you don't see me going for mass damage. Ooh, okay.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
They need to fix Vacuum Ram's hitboxes.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
True. His damage isn't too wild, it's just those weird hitboxes.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
His damage is okay. That rising uppercut thingy he does hits grounded.
KO. Final round. Fight.
In that case, make the UCAT hit grounded. Or Death Fist.
You lose.
I'm waiting on them to make Death Fist a power crush. Laugh. Nah, those would be dumb.
Round 1. Fight.
It's a joke, love. Come on, you're playing Devil Jin, you should know this laugh.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
A more tracking hell sweep that you can combo off of.
Perfect. Round 3. Fight.
Yay. I was more worried about his hell sweep than the other Miss Hinners.
KO. Round 4. Fight. You lose.
Forgot the Elisa matchup.
Oh, I see you feeling yourself. That type of pride ain't good for your health.
New challenger.
Punishing Elisa is hard.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
I'm trying to learn the matchup. Not when you know it, but I rarely fight her.
Elisa Boskanovic.
Me too.
Get ready for the next battle.
More weird than anything.
Oh, I see you feeling yourself. That type of pride ain't good for your health. As you wish. Didn't have to go down like this. I'm done talking, you didn't listen.
I fought a lot of lonely players than everyone.
Let's see if you tough enough to back up all that stuff, young buster buckle when these knuckles hurt you. Hey, don't get fooled by the grain. I don't care what nobody says. Stand in my way, that's where you lay. I don't play, no, you gotta get this work. Who you gotta get this work? Who you gotta get this work? Who you gotta get this work? See, I want peace. I know my heart's true. I know my heart is true.
I can fight a lot on good connection.
Now I know what I must do. Fight for the greater good. But even though it's hard,
It's a conspiracy that they are the laggiest players.
but to get my just reward.
Most yay. That pushback kinda rivals Backroom Ram in a way. Kinda. DJ don't have a 1-1 FCH. I didn't know that.
Alright. Can you hear me? I'm talking about the stream.
I never understood why there is such a difference from Devil Jin and Jin. Oh yay.
Never understood there's such a difference from Devil Jin and Jin. Alright, so basically, Jin is just karate, but his moveset is that of a harasser. I could try turning it up. I'm not sure if that would help though. This is the loudest it'll be. So yeah, Jin's moveset is much more like based around harassing his
Thanks.
opponent and just pressuring him with nothing but non-stop pokes. Devil Jin is just, he has a lot of tools at his disposal, more so than most of the cast. That's the real big difference. But that setup where you saw me fighting that Alyssa player, I was looking for a 11 frame counter hit move because I was thinking like, well, maybe I can counter hit him out of this, but apparently even Jin can't do that. So, and Jin's parry can't even get around this. So what I'm thinking is, let me see if this works. Because if Jin's parry can't get around this, then I'm pretty sure Devil Jin's thing could. I want to figure out how I got hit by that. Because that should have been interruptible. I don't think she's plus on it. Yep. Yep. I thought so.
That is kinda weird.
Yeah, I thought that this would work. Okay, so the next time I run into an Alyssa, I just have to remember. Now, will this work for all of Alyssa's destructive form stuff? Is what I'm wondering. Okay, now this is interruptible.
Ooh, wow, thanks.
So this little link right here is a setup that most Alyssas use. So it's the link between her regular jab and destructive form, I think. Yeah, her destructive form forward one and then her regular destructive form jab one, which is a really tight link to interrupt. And if you don't have a move that counter hits at 10 frames and or that launches at 10 frames, should I say, then you're basically just going to be interrupting this link at 10 with the 10 frame jab. It's better than nothing. I mean, you could dick jab her out of it, but Devil Jin has something better, I guess, if you can get it to work, which is his back 1+3. Wait, that link isn't as tight as I thought it was. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah, I thought so. So Devil Jin can just say get the fuck off of me with his back 1+3 or 2+4, and it reduces the damage. So this is a favorable trade for him. Can Devil Jin launch punish most rage drives?
Yay.
No. Most rage drives in the game are either safe or plus, with a few rage drives that are punishable. Like, a lot of people don't know it, but Devil Jin's rage drive is actually -14. It's actually, launch punishable. I'll show you. .14 frame launcher. Yeah, last time I remember, and I don't think that they changed it, Devil Jin's rage drive is minus 14 on block.
Kinda like Laws of Greed.
Yeah, it's launch punishable. And you do have to wait a little bit until your character recovers from the pushback. But if you have a character who has a 14 frame launcher or a 14F punish, then you can actually launch this. And then most characters get a hard knockdown off of it. So, like, larges up forward 3 is actually a lot easier to punish, though. That's the difference. Like, the biggest difference between, like, Lars's up forward 3 and Devil Jin's Hell Sweep is that, for any person that doesn't know their frame data or hasn't done frame data for Devil Jin and just studied, like, how to sidestep him as a Mishima and stuff like that, to the ordinary person, his rage drive looks like it's plus, and every Devil Jin player will proceed to press buttons on it, but actually his rage drive is minus 14. Now Lars is up forward 3 though. Lars is up forward 3 is different. Man, I used to be able to get this combo, now I can't.
Ooh, okay, I thought it was the same.
Nah, no, Lars's up forward 3 is minus 16. This is Law's 15 frame Punisher right here, his down forward 2. And the difference between a move that is negative 14 and negative 15 or negative 16 is that not every character has a 14 frame launcher, but most characters have a 15 to 16 frame launcher. And that's why that 1 frame to 2 frames is super important. So like with Lars, you can easily punish his up forward 3. Most characters can hop kick it.
I'm mad I'm a Suzaku just figuring this out.
It's okay. A lot of people don't really like, you know, there's so many matchups in the game. I don't really blame you for not knowing, because you really think about it, this game is overinflated with a lot of characters right now. So it makes sense. There are just some matchups that you know, and some matchups that you just are fuzzy on. There's no shame in being ignorant, unless you select to be ignorant.
I just play to learn. I never play to rank up. Yo, what's up?
Perfect Gothis. Man, thanks for stopping by. What's good? We were doing a little bit of labbing because I got my stuff kicked in by an Alyssa earlier. She used a gimmicky
How are you?
setup. So yeah, we were just doing some labbing. But I'm doing good. Chilling for the most part. You know, everybody's in quarantine right now, so I got nothing better to do.
Just gonna start other games.
Oh, my controller died. Alright, sorry about that. I had to plug my controller in because it died.
It's good to practice stuff.
Oh, come on. I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, it's always good to practice. But any other questions before I go back to player match? Don't play, you just play to learn. I mean, if you're only playing to rank up, then, you know, that's why they have a rank match setting. But if you're playing to just learn, that's probably where the most fun is. The fun is in learning. At least in my personal opinion.
Hey, I figured out a weird trick with ZA or you.
Figured out a weird trick with... Let me see that comment. With Xiao Yu. Okay. I'll go ahead and spill.
If you hit them with the F2 you can go into B3-4.
You hit them with down forward 2, you can go into down 3-4.
BC, their legs aren't on the ground.
Because their legs aren't on the ground.
Like it barely just lifts.
It's not natural.
See?
If you wanna know if something like a setup like this hits naturally, make sure the opponent's second action is guard all, and then their first action is stand. It doesn't work. This would mean that your opponent would basically have to not be blocking whatsoever for this to hit. I mean, but it's a nice float though. If you can pull it off. I mean, but you could do the same thing off of FF3.
It's so weird to do.
I'm still mad that they made this plus.
Might go across the whole internet.
I'm still actually mad that they made this move plus. Like they changed this to back. I think it was her back 3, but I think they changed it to +2 now.
You can lift it up with mistrust if they fall for it.
What, like the back 3 being plus? Well, I would assume that because I forget what frame mistrust launches, but I'm assuming it's basically a setup now, but you're taking a risk because mistrust is -14. So, and you can step mistrust, so. The real setup that is dumb about this is that
I play very risky.
She has a huge, like, you don't have to, I mean, you play however you want to play.
Playing safe isn't fun.
Like I said, you play however you want to play. If you feel like, you know, party mode is your playstyle, then go for it. But the real setup that I find stupid about Xiaoyu's back three is that basically, depending on the character, she has a safe counter hit set up. And I think I can make that link tighter.
WTF with that?
The fuck was what? Oh, we traded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. They I don't know why they did this, to be honest. Trying to get the optimal combo. Oh well. I don't care.
I'm so used to this being a counter hit launcher.
Oh, what, to her neutral three?
Standing 3.
Oh, okay, then yeah, neutral 3. Yeah, no, this is our 14 frame punish now.
Gotta read these patch notes FR. I'm so late.
Yeah, but you got time to catch up. Okay. You always got time. So yeah, now the Mishimas all have track and hell swoops.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Get ready for the next battle.
I'm gonna relab clock around real quick with Brian. Okay, so it's minus 10 exactly. Can I step that last hit? Nope. Alright.
Is FX12 the uppercut thingy for vacuum ram? I forgot.
For 1 plus 2. That.
Yay.
Yeah, this move, it does hit grounded, but it's launch punishable.
Why?
Why does it hit grounded?
That's actually a thing he can do? What the fuck?
Who are you? Are you referring to Fakaram or Brian?
Vacuum ram.
Yeah, yeah, his FF 1 plus 2 hits grounded. It's like the only move that I think that's like one out of few moves that he has that hit grounded though. Like he doesn't have too many moves that hit grounded. Like Brian's soccer kick hit grounded. So.
Holy shit.
But the move itself is launch punishable. Give me my combo.
Why Harada do this?
It wasn't Harada this time, man. You can blame Mike Murray on that one. But, even though this move hits grounded, it is launch punishable, so you're fine. I don't really see too many issues with this move. The only other issue that I would have with it is it covers a great amount of distance. So its range is deceptive, and that could throw people off. And it's a dash input, so it's hard to step.
What the bloody fucking hell does it have such range?
Yeah, that's my only issue with it, is that it covers a huge range. I think that's because the dash input. So the dash input buffers him to dash before he actually gets the move to come out. Will be the forward forward input, I mean, because it is FF3, I believe, or FF1+2. Yeah.
Oh wow, I need to learn more of this guy or I'll never succeed.
A lot of Fakuram's cancels too. That's another thing, because I watch a lot of like people play Fakuram online and stuff, and on YouTube. Now, a lot of people apparently don't know in this matchup that you can actually disrespect Fakuram on most of his cancels if you know the right thing to do. Wow, come on, let me get that. There we go.
I hate when my Huorang and Ziaoyu bullshit never work. Laugh.
Let me see what that comment said. Let me put on live chat. Hate when my wiring and shall you never work. I mean, if you can't play, like, your opponent knows the matchup really well, then you'll just have to play a little bit more wild while trying to, at the same time, trying to, like, play safer. It's weird. It's like, it's really like ass backwards, but it's one of those things. Just like, if you find that your gimmicks aren't working, either find new gimmicks that'll work or play safer.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, that's launch punishable? I can't fisherman took it, but it is launch punishable though.
Oh shit. That is so cool.
Okay, this is Fakuram's 10 frame. Oh, and it doesn't jail. I forgot about that.
You seen that ridiculous pushback on Faku Ram's BF4? That shit is crazy.
It's a high. And it's plus on block. It's a plus on block launcher. But it's a high, so. And I think you can sidestep it to the right. Let me check.
You probably can grab them after the pushback.
No. Actually, he has a setup in case you decide to press a button there. That is supposed to hit, and it's not hitting. Okay, that should do it. Nope, that didn't do it. Okay, and yeah, you can actually probably throw out a grab. That's if you want to take the risk, I guess. I guess if he presses a button after his back forward, then you can actually throw out the grab. Because if he does the back forward normally and doesn't press anything and just holds back after that, yeah. So you'd only be able to grab him if he presses a button after his own
oh well, my wild
plus
guess
launcher.
actually worked somewhat.
Yeah. I think I was testing to see if I could sidestep it. Dude, that thing tracks? It does. Why does Fakaram's back forward track? Let me see something.
What the fuck?
Okay, so this doesn't track.
What?
Keep messing that up.
Tom Jet Upper is my baby.
I used to be able to do it, but I can't, unfortunately. No, I practice it every day still. It's just hard to do on pad. I find it that I can get it every now and again in a natural match, but when I'm trying to practice it in practice mode, I can only get it like maybe once every 30 tries.
LOL, me too.
But I can't get this link.
Explains why I'm still a yellow rank with Brian.
What explains why you're still a yellow rank with Brian? The fact that you can't do Chaunt Jet Upper?
Yeah.
No, I can tell you probably what explains why you're still a yellow rank with Brian, and I don't mean for this to come off as an insult, but if you ever use that move, like if you ever use these as a mix-up, that's probably why. And if you're trying to play Brian without these gimmicks, then 9 times out of 10, that's also could be a reason why. Because if you're playing Brian without his Snake Edge, he becomes increasingly harder, but you do learn to be much more creative and interesting with him. But if you're dependent on these 2 moves to get you by, then that's also a problem. So you just have to find a balance. If you're really good at instant quarter circle inputs, then you can create some crazy counter hits.
Well, shit, you actually got me with the Snake's Edge.
Yeah, because most of the time, if you're playing against...
That move is so hard not to do.
I'm gonna be real with you, ever since I got Brian to like orange rank, I stopped using Snake Edge.
Too much.
But this is something that everybody will always say about a low ranking Brian that's either between green and orange ranks, at least right now, and that's always look out for this move. So if I'm playing against an online Brian, which I normally always look out for, whenever I'm playing against an online Brian, I look out for this setup, right? And generally, most online Brians, they'll do it in the most obtuse ways possible. Like they'll do back 1, Snake Edge. And Snake Edge is a reactable low launcher, so you know if it takes, let's see like how much damage it would take for you to kill your opponent with the Snake Edge, or how much damage you could do off of the Snake Edge. So roughly half health, right? Most characters in the game can get just about that amount of damage off of you for blocking it, and the difference is it's a reactable tracking low. All I need to look for is the crouch status and the white sparks to know when the Snake Edge is coming. So it's not me reading the player, it's me reacting to the move. So you're taking a greater risk throwing this out, right? So your reward is that you get half health. My reward is that I also get half health. The difference is that I can react to you. And all it takes is blocking 2 Snake Edges to kill a Brian, Katarina, Lily, or Xiao Yu player.
I remember doing this on Mainman's Gym when I was in green rank lab. Shit was so funny.
Remember doing this on Main Man's Gen when you was a green rank? Makes sense. I'm not about to start talking crap about Main Man or dissing him, but all I'm saying is that it makes sense. Main Man used to rage hardcore back in the old days. He still does every now and again. So if you're struggling getting out of yellow ranks with Brian, either limit how much you use Snake Edge or try to conceal your setups for it, because it is a seeable, slow, low tracking launcher. Most decent or average players, even a player that isn't necessarily good at the game but know what they're talking about, will see the Snake Edge there as it's coming out and try to properly react to it.
Ooh, okay.
So that would be
I can't even react to my own Snake's Edge laugh.
It's really just a matter of practice. When you're looking at a character, like let's say Law, right? Because nobody in the world blocks Dragon Tail. Right? When you're looking at a character and you're looking at tracking low sweeps, the first thing that you should look at about the tracking low sweep is how slow is it on startup. Yeah, nobody really blocks Dragon Tail, and this is coming from somebody who actually plays Law. I can even go online after this and show you, like, no one will block it if I throw it out, like, maybe once in a match, because it's rare that I throw it out. But when you're looking at a tracking low sweep, what you should be looking at is, first off, can the character cancel it? So when I'm looking at Law, can he cancel this somehow? And if I go to his move list and I go all the way to his down back inputs, he doesn't have a cancel for it.
Dragon Tail is probably slower than Snake's Edge.
Just a few frames slower.
Oh wow, if I always see that coming.
So, the next thing that you're looking at, if the character can't cancel it, is, does it put them in some type of crouching status as a startup animation? So, Brian Snake Edge, he gets low to the ground first and then he does it. And since this is the only move where he has some type of crouching status animation, you can look for that. Trust me, I think when I first picked up Brian, I used to do this really dumb mix-up, and you can see if this works in the yellow ranks. It might still do, especially with how the rank system has changed. Duck in your opponent's face, wait until they restand themselves from ducking, and then do Snake Edge. I kid you not, because they're looking for the crouch status. Though a better player would just look at how low Brian is getting to the ground, followed by how slow the sweep is following up. You have enough time to block a tracking sweep just before it even touches your legs. So you don't have to sit there ducking, expecting it, or waiting for it. You can literally just sit there and look at your opponent and be like, I see this move. Like, I see what you're doing. The difference is that, ow. The difference between the tracking low sweeps and, let's say, a character's hell sweep is the fact that most characters with a wave dash, I did not mean to do that. Most characters with a wave dash, like let's say, you know, like Kazuya, Jin, Heihachi, you know, the Mishimas already, Waring, and Bob. There's maybe like a few other characters I'm missing, like Armor King and King. But if you're doing the hell sweep plainly, you might be able to react to it a little bit better. But then you add a wave dash to it, which is something that Law, Brian, Katarina, or Lily can't do, since they're the most infamous for tracking low sweeps, as well as Xiao Yu. But we don't talk about Xiao Yu because she can cancel hers. So, since you know that they can't do it out of a wave dash, you can just look for the crouch dash. That's to where, like, in a wave dash, that character can really do anything out of their wave dash.
How do you master the wave dash?
I haven't mastered it, to be honest with you, but the basic is forward, down, and then forward. Once you get used to this, input, add a quarter circle in there. So forward, quarter circle, forward, quarter circle. You do this slowly. And after you get used to doing it this slow, and you're practicing it, once you start getting the character to go into your crouch dash, you do it faster. And you make it consistent. Until finally you can just wave dash really fast or really well. Like, most great Kazuya players can throw in like 2 wave dashes after a tail spin instead of, you know, directly running to the opponent, but I don't think I can do that. Not yet. I can only do 1 wave dash right now. In between my combos that launch. But as for wave dashing, I'm fine.
I went on the past Tekken games and saw they actually tell you how to do the UKEF move.
They tell you how to do the electric in this Tekken as well.
These bits on doing it are useless. The tutorials I mean.
Most tutorials I see are on stick, which is really hard to learn how to do an electric if you're a pad player, but I think there's like I don't know. I learned practicing the electric from just practicing the input. Honestly, I didn't really have to look at a tutorial on how to do it. It was just I would start off by the basic electric form first, which is the regular wind god fist, and then I would just keep on practicing it. A good trick if you play on pad is when you input forward, immediately hit down forward really hard, and at the same time too. That's how I learned anyway. You can tell me if that works for you or not.
Okay.
I know I can get this. That wasn't an electric.
Hey, it worked.
What? Hey, it worked. Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, there we go. Now, if only I can get that second electric to come out.
Jeez, but damn it. Hey, how's your goose, Howard?
I can try for you. That's all I can say. I can try. My Geese Howard is... I haven't played Geese Howard in like some time though. It's been like a couple of months. I picked up Geese Howard one time, and it was like during, I think it was like in February. I picked him up in February, and then I stopped playing him after a week because I got bored. Ah.
How did you get bored playing these?
Because people don't know the matchup versus him. people don't know the matchup versus Geese Howard, so I felt like I was winning because they didn't know the matchup. Instead of me winning because I was actually like out poking or out spacing them. On console, it's rare that I run into a Geese Howard, so I'm assuming that it's rare for a lot of other players who play on PS4 to run into a Geese Howard, unless it's like at the really high ranks, like Raijin, Ryujin, Emperor, you know, the Tekken ranks, all of those. So the dark blues and the gold ranks, basically.
Raging Storm used to do in KOF 2002 and 14.
Yeah, I don't know how to do Raging Storm. I just know the Geese Howard basics.
I mean, it was easy. Sorry about that.
What was the...
How much Street Fighter you played?
How much Street Fighter you played? I played Street Fighter Third Strike, and then I played Street Fighter 4. That was like roughly 3 to 5 years ago, and then I stopped playing Street Fighter after I got my
learned his
PS4.
input playing SF3 Third Strike.
I wasn't a big fan of Street Fighter, though then again I was never good at it, so...
How Street Fighter is so easy, way easier than Tekken, to be honest.
How Street Fighter is so easy, way easier than Tekken, to be honest. I mean, it is a 2D fighting game that's centered around like controlling space and setting up pressure while in neutral, so I don't doubt that. Me, I'm much more used to like games like MK and stuff, so alright, so if you want to check out of the stream, go for it. I'm going to take a 5 to 10 minute break, so I'm gonna probably just turn off the stream and then turn it back on whenever I'm done doing getting all of my stuff done and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the stream now, and I'll probably restart it after I'm done. So I say come back around like, I don't know, in 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
But I'll see you in a bit, or see y'all later, should I say.